Hello everyone, and welcome back to this Python programming course where you are going to learn everything you need to get started programming in Python. In this video, we are going to go through conditional statements in Python. So let's get started. Decision making is automated using conditional statements. Each time a decision is to be taken, Python evaluates the code to see if it meets the specified conditions. The conditions are evaluated and processed as true or false. If this is found to be true, the program is run as needed, and if the condition is found to be false, the statement following the if condition is executed. So let's dive into the different conditional statements. The if statement is the most fundamental decision-making statement in which the code is executed based on whether it meets the specified condition. It has a code body that only executes if the condition in the if statement is true. The statement can be a single line or a block of code. The if statement in Python has the subsequent syntax. As an example, we will be creating two variables x and y with already assigned values. We will make use of the if statement to print true if x is greater than y. And as output we have true, meaning that x is greater than y, which is actually the case. Various operators are used in conditional statements, such as comparison operators like equals to, not equals to, greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, and logical operators like and, or, not. For example, we will implement these operators in an if statement. Let's have a variable x being equals to 0. If x is greater than -1 and x less than 1, if we are working with integers, then it means that the value of x should be 0. So if we print this, we will have as result the value of x is 0. So this is how we use logical and comparison operators in an if statement. Next, we will look at if-else statement. The if-else statement is used when both the true and false part of a given condition are specified to be executed. When the condition is true, the statement inside the if block is executed. If the condition is false, the statement outside the if block, that is in the else block of the code, is executed. The if-else statement in Python has the following syntax. If condition or statement, this block will be executed if the condition is true. Else, this block will be executed if the condition is false. Still using the above code as example, we are going to add an else block which will print false if x is not greater than y. If x is greater than y, print true, else print false. And as outcome, we will have false, meaning x is not greater than y. Okay, so the next one we will be looking at is the if, elif, else statement. In this case, the if condition is evaluated first. If it is false, the elif statement will be executed. If it also comes false, the else statement will be executed last. The if, elif, else statement in Python has the subsequent syntax. If condition, then the body of the if block will be executed. Elif condition, then the body of the elif block will be executed, and else, then the body of the else block will be executed. Still using the above code as example, we are going to add an elif block in case the two variables are equal. As a result, we have here that they are equal, meaning x and y have the same values. Now we are going to look at nested if statement. Nested if statement is one in which an if statement is nested inside another if statement. This is used when a variable must be processed more than once. If else if elif else statements can be used in this program. In nested if statements, the indentation, that is the white space at the beginning, to determine the scope of each statement should take precedence. The nested if statement in Python has the following syntax. This block executes if condition 1 is true. Then we have another if statement inside this initial if statement, which is executed only if condition 1 is true and then if condition 2 is true. We notice the indentation signifying that this second if statement is inside this first one, so implementing the nested if statement structure. We are going to modify the above code to implement the nested if statement. So we have our nested if statement, which says if x is greater than or equals to y, then if this condition is met, then we go into our initial if statement. Then we meet another condition which says if x is greater than y, then we have to print x is greater than y. Else, that is, if x is not greater than or equals to y while this initial condition has already been executed, then it means x will definitely be equals to y. So when we are done with this nested, we slip out of the initial if statement and we come to the else. Else, print x is less than y. So if we press enter, we will have x is equal to y. So this is basically it for this video, but before we end this video, I'm going to paste a practical exercise here for you to keep learning and implementing the concept of conditional statement you just learned today. The link to the solution for this practical exercise is attached in the video description below. But before checking it out, make sure you try writing the code first. In our next video, we are going to look at looping structures in Python, where we are going to talk about the for and the while loops. So don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button. See you soon.